Okay, so today I'm going to be doing a product shoot with a medical tree company, if you know what I mean. It's going to be really fun. It's going to have a lot of like spacey fruit elements to it, kind of like rave, futuristic. So yeah, let's see how I'm going to approach this shoot. Let's see how I'm going to tackle everything. And here we go. These type of shoots are my absolute favorite things to do in the world as a photographer. So campaign shoot is when we go in and we shoot a bunch of videos and a bunch of photos that kind of all relate to each other that can be used for social, web. This is what these shoots are for. This campaign is going to be called Juicy 420. And if you can't tell, it's going to be released on 420. Working with the producer I've been working with for a really long time, her and I, we create such amazing, dope content and amazing award-winning ideas that I wouldn't want to be working on this project with anybody else. We just didn't want this to be just a generic product shot just by itself on white or anything like that. We wanted to bring my style into it, which is bright, bold, and busy. And that's exactly what we did. It all started with the mood board. Whenever we were sitting together conceptualizing, we all were having a task. We're like, okay, let's bring some images of kind of what we're thinking of what we want to look like. So the ideas that I brought along with me is, kind of like rave attire, some wigs. My producer brought in an amazing makeup artist, and she was able to make all these models just look 100% like the mood board we put together. It was now my end to figure out, okay, what equipment do I want to bring? What specialty items are going to be needed for this shoot? For this shoot, I just brought my standard kit that I bring with me for lighting, which is a bunch of Westcott strobes. I got two FJ400s that I bring with me and an FJ80 Mark II that I'll put on a Bones mount. And the lenses that I brought with me are just the lenses that always are in my kit, which is a 23mm 1.4, the 16 to 55 2.8, and the new edition of the 80mm macro 2.8 that I just got, which, I love that lens. I pretty much used that lens in particular for almost this entire shoot. I got the Rock and Roller production cart, but I also got the top board on it so I can use it as a little desk. I can have my laptop, my lenses, tape, X, Y, and Z, you name it. The biggest thing that had me really worried, especially since I mainly shoot strobe, is we had to use a projector for this. The idea in the mood board was to have the models and whatnot in front of this celestial, spacey area. That's just what the brand is. So whenever you're on set, it's really, really, really important to communicate with the producer or with the client who's there to make sure, okay, we're not missing anything. Everything is good. We're really happy with how the images are looking. And so what I do for that is I tether the entire time. So tethering is when you essentially run an obnoxiously expensive HDMI cable from your camera right into your computer. And my editing flavor of choice just so happens to be Capture One. And Capture One works, absolutely perfect with Fujifilm. So whenever you're working with a model or a subject or something like that, you got to be in constant communication with them. It's going to be a team effort on getting the images that you want to get. This was the shoot to be. I just shot this, so I got to get into the editing process. The editing part we're actually going to cover in a different video because my style of editing, it's a long process. I'm not gonna lie. This is how I go into a campaign. This is what I do beforehand, setting it up. When being on set with me, at least, it's got to be fun. We got to make it fun. We got to have a good time. It's really important for me, the photographer, to be excited about the work that I'm shooting and just to be excited about the images that keep popping up. Because if you're showing excitement, your subject or model or whoever is going to be even more excited. There's no better feeling than once you're done shooting, all the models come up around the computer and they're just looking through them all and you hear nothing but good things. It's moments like that it really does validate that you're doing the right thing and you're doing what you're meant to be doing. So yeah, I want to know what you guys are shooting. I want to know what industries you guys are tackling, and what's the last campaign that you shot. All right, with that said, if you want to take your work to level 2 and learn and see what it takes to be a commercial photographer, this is the place to be. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.